morning, so find a comfortable cross-legged position. If cross-legged doesn't work for you this morning, you can also sit kneeling. Just find whatever's more comfortable for you. Place the hands on the knees, and just to find a comfortable seat and find that sweet spot on our sit bones, we can also just sway from side to side. Morning. Lovely. And then come to stillness. Close your eyes just for a moment here. And take a few deep breaths, using these breaths just to arrive in the present moment, arrive on your mat on this Thursday morning. And start to focus your attention inwards. Breathing deeply. And perhaps the last couple of breaths can also be a sigh out through the mouth. So inhaling deeply through the nose and then opening the mouth and releasing. Releasing any stagnant energy that doesn't serve you right now. Lovely. And then when you're ready to, we'll gently flutter the eyes open. And we'll start taking a few gentle movements with the spine. So we want to draw circles with our spine. It doesn't really matter what direction you go in, because we're just going to reverse the movement in a moment. But just waking up the spine and bringing some movement into the upper body. Lovely. One more circle in this direction. And then we'll move into the opposite direction. Perhaps bringing some movements into the shoulders as well. Lovely. And then we'll gently come to stillness. Inhale, we'll bring the hands to the shoulders, resting the hands gently on the shoulders. And we'll start drawing circles, bringing the elbows forward and almost trying to make those elbows touch each other. And then up and back. So just rolling the shoulders here. Inhale, bringing the shoulders up and over. Exhale, back. Taking the movement as slowly as you need to. Lovely. One more circle in this direction. And then we'll take circles in the opposite direction. So bringing the elbows backwards. And when they are there, really try and squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Almost imagine as if you were trying to pinch a pencil between your shoulder blades. Couple more circles here. Lovely. And then we'll release the arms back down. And we'll bring the left hand to the right knee. Inhale, extend and open the right arm up towards the ceiling, gazing at the right fingers. And we'll exhale, bring the right hand down to the left knee. Inhale, open up towards dropping the left arm. Exhale, bring the left hand to the right knee. Inhale, open the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the right hand down to the left knee. Inhale, open up to. And then let's take this movement a few more times, opening up from right to left. Really stretching the body. That you're over towards the right with the right arm up in the air. We'll stay there and then we'll bring the right hand down towards the mat and place it on the mat behind us so that we're coming here into a side twist towards the right hand side. And just stay here for a couple of breaths, breathing into your twist. And see if on each exhale you can twist a little bit deeper towards the right. Lovely. And then we'll inhale. Let's bring the right hand back up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the right hand to the left knee. Inhale, open up towards the left. Left fingertips up towards the sky. And then as we did on the opposite side, we'll bring that left hand down towards the mat on the floor behind us, coming into a side twist towards the left hand side this time. Again, keeping nice and tall here, breathing into the twist. And see whether on each exhale you can twist a little bit towards the left hand side. One more deep breath here, and then we'll gently derocate back to center. We'll release the legs, give the legs a bit of a shake. Release them long out in front of you. And then we'll prop ourselves onto our hands behind us. We'll bend the knees, bringing the soles of the feet to the mat. And let's just take a few windscreen wipers with our feet and our legs. So dropping the knees over towards the right. Inhale, bring them back up and then over towards the left. Just dropping the knees from right to left. Releasing the hips here. And releasing the legs. Lovely. Couple more like this. Beautiful. And then we'll make our way to an all fours position. So sweeping the legs behind us. Coming to hands and knees, spreading the fingers nice and wide on the mat. Shoulders tracking on top of our wrists, hips tracking on top of the knees. And then when you're ready, we'll start taking some gentle cat-cow movements. So inhale, dropping the belly, shining the chest forward. Arching the spine. Exhale, reverse that movement by dropping the head, doming the back and bringing the navel up towards the spine. Inhale, reverse the movement, arching the back, shining the chest forwards. Exhale, doming the back, dropping the head, letting it hang loose. Inhale, arching. Exhale, rounding. And just carry on like this, taking a few more in your own time, at your own pace. Lovely. Take one more. And then we'll all meet in a neutral, all fours position where we started. Beautiful. And then we'll tuck the toes and bring our sit bones back towards our heels, walking our hands backwards. And then we'll to end up in a forward here. So with our head and our neck, knees can be nice and bent here. Allow your torso to rest on your thighs. But make sure that your head and your upper body are hanging loose, nice and relaxed. And your hands can either be resting on the mat or perhaps grabbing hold of opposite elbows and gently swaying from side to side. Walk on the spot. So without moving your feet, you can bend one knee and then the other. And just feel how that can release and stretch out the hamstrings. But moving very gently and mindfully here. Lovely. So if you're walking on the spot, or whether you're swaying the arms, just gently come to stillness. One vertebra at a time, roll up to standing, very slowly and mindfully. And the very last thing to come up will be your head. Taking your time, enjoying the journey. Lovely. And then when you get there to standing, perhaps shake out the feet a bit, shake out the arms, the legs. Just take a few moments to readjust to being upright. Beautiful. And then we'll bring our feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. And we'll start taking movements with our arms. So we'll start swaying our arms from side to side. Small and gentle movement to start with. And then we'll work towards making that movement larger and larger. And perhaps you can pick up your heels to help with making that movement more expansive. So swaying, perhaps making the movement faster. You can also tap the side of the body with your fists. What I like to do is tap the back here, so where my kidneys are, with my fist, and this supposedly helps activate your kidney function, which is really important in the morning. So either gentle tapping or just swaying the arms from side to side, really carrying on with the movement, making it quite energetic. Keep going. Lovely breathing here. Beautiful. And then slowly start slowing down, perhaps making the movement slower, smaller, until you eventually find yourself back to the center in stillness. Lovely. And perhaps for a moment, just close your eyes and just bring your attention to the sensations in the body. You might notice the energy, the heat that has started to move and build up through the body. Notice how that can be different to when you first started the class 15 minutes ago. Lovely. And then when you're ready to, we'll flutter the eyes open. And if you're not there already, make your way to the top of your mat and bring your feet hip distance apart. Spread your toes nice and wide on the mat. 4 corners of the feet grounding into the mat. Lovely. And then we'll gently bend the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up and over, gazing at the fingertips. Exhale, open the arms wide and swan down forward. Right foot and send it back. Sweep the arms up, low lunge. Exhale, drop the hands and frame the front foot. Step back to plank. Long line of energy here. Pressing into your hands, pressing into your feet. And then with control, we'll drop the knees, untuck the toes, and come down to the mat. Thighs bent. Root. And then up to downward facing dog. Lovely. Taking a couple of breaths here, downward facing dog. Taking any movements that feel good right now, perhaps bending one knee and then the other. Nice long spine here. Lovely. And then if you're walking the dog, come to stillness. Inhale and sweep the right leg up behind you. Exhale, bring the right foot in between the hands. Drop the left knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Low lunge. Lovely. Exhale, bring the hands down to frame the front foot. Pick up the left knee. Step the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up and over, reaching for the sky, gazing at the fingertips, bringing the hands to prayer, and then release that prayer down to heart center. Lovely. And just take a moment here to close the eyes. Notice the sensations in the body. Stand up nice and tall and notice the 4 corners of the feet grounding into the mat. Lovely. And then we'll flutter the eyes open. We'll release the hands and the arms just for a moment. And then we'll take the same movement on the other side. So again, ready to flow, bending the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up, gazing at the fingertips. Exhale, open the arms wide, swan dive, all halfway lift. Send your left foot back behind you, dropping the left knee. Find your balance and inhale, sweep the arms up, low lunge. Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed here. Exhale, we'll frame the front foot with our hands. Pick up the left knee and high plank. Lovely. Taking a couple of breaths here, building heat and energy in your plank. And then we'll release the knees down to the mat, untuck the toes, and control thighs, back, forehead. See if you can come up a little bit higher this time. Exhale, come back down. Pressing into the hands, come up through tabletop and up to downward facing dog. Lovely. Taking a breath or two here in your downward facing dog. Lovely. And then we'll inhale, sweep the left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that left foot in between hands. Drop the right knee. The arms up, low lunge. Lovely. Exhale, we'll frame the front foot with our hands. Pick up left foot at the front of the mat. Bring your hands to your shoulders. Bend the knees and sweep the arms all the way up, gazing at the fingertips, reaching for the sky. Bring the hands into prayer and then gently release the prayer down to heart center. Lovely. Again, just taking a moment to take it all in, enjoying the stillness, perhaps with your eyes closed. Lovely, and then we'll release the hands down by our sides. We'll bring our feet hip distance apart if they're not there already. Bring the hands to the hips. We'll inhale deeply, and on an exhale, we'll start bending the knees and sitting back. Imagine that you're sitting back into an imaginary chair. So chair pose here. And your hands can either stay on your hips, or otherwise you can extend them out in front of you. But make sure that you can still see the pinky fingers with the corners of your eye. Lovely. So building heat, building strength in your legs. And try and see if you can bring your weight into your heels. So you should be able to lift your toes off the mat here. breathing deeply. Try and sit a little bit deeper if you can. Relax the shoulders. Relax any tension in the jaw. Notice if you're gripping in the jaw. One more breath here, feeling the heat building in the legs. Lovely, and then we'll come to forward. Lovely. And then facing dog. Take any final movements in your dog. If it's in your breath. And then eventually extended child's pose. Resting the forehead on the mat. Knees nice and wide. Torso draping down in between the knees on the mat. And breathe deeply here. Let the practice wash over you. And just take this moment to reconnect with your breath. Lovely, and then when you're ready to, you'll start walking your hands back towards your knees, coming up into a comfortable kneeling position. And you can either stay kneeling, just sit to one side and come to sit cross-legged. Whatever's more comfortable for you right now. Lovely. And let's take a few rolls with the shoulders here. So inhaling and bring the shoulders up towards the ears. And then on an exhale, release and let everything go. Let's take that a few more times. So inhaling deeply, squeezing the shoulders up to the ears, and then release. One more like this. Inhale, squeezing the shoulders up to the ears, and release and let everything go. Lovely. And then one last time, we'll inhale, sweep the arms up, welcoming this new day, gazing at the fingertips, reaching for the sky, bringing the hands into prayer, and then we'll lower that prayer down to the forehead for kind thoughts, down to the mouth for kind words, and down to heart center for kind actions. And we'll all bow together to seal the practice. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.